Hey, it's Mark J, the world's laziest networker, coming to you from Kauai, Hawaii. And we're really excited today to have literally a legend in the industry, Rob Kenyon, a seven-figure earner. I met Rob a while ago, and what was really interesting about Rob's overall story is that before network marketing, he started a company, or with a company called Telecheck in the Oregon area, which everybody told him he was crazy, just like they do in network marketing when we get started there. But Rob was convicted in what he was doing and built that into a multi-million-dollar, multiple seven-figure sale for himself when they eventually moved the company. I know, Rob, that your background, you started with the Amway, like a lot of us, and then broke back into the industry in the 80s and had a great run with Herbalife, and are one of those guys like me that looks like old school but started to leverage some of the new technology that was out there along with your skills. So Rob is another one in the line of interviews you're hearing here, and an opportunity to pick the brain of seven-figure earners. So if you would, Rob, if you could give us basically 60 seconds into your background as a person, so people can kind of get a feel for the profile, how varied they are in network marketing of people that make it inside our great industry.
Sure, Mark. I was born in Oregon, Southern Oregon, as a matter of fact. Lived there until I went to college at Oregon State. I graduated and got a real job as a salesman working for a pharmaceutical company. I used to call them drug companies, but that's probably not appropriate in this day and age. And I quit there after about a year because I wasn't getting paid for what I was producing. I took a territory that was doing about $40,000 a year and increased it to over $2 million, and I got a $25 raise. And from there, I went into the stock market, and eventually, as you mentioned, got into Telecheck because I felt that I no longer wanted to work for somebody else. Spent over $200 million, or $200,000, I'm sorry, getting started. And also during that same time, I started with Amway, as you mentioned.
Right.
And I loved the business, making $5,000 a month. But I ran into a common problem, and that is I was in the NFL. I had no friends or family that would talk to me. So in the early 90s, I moved back to Denver to start a new business. And about the mid-90s, I got back into network marketing because of the internet.
Right.
And live in the Boulder area now and enjoy working from home.
Well, I know you've been enormously successful, and we appreciate you taking the time here today. And I'm going to try to pick your brain here a little bit. There are really just two types of people that join network marketing companies. Those that are brand new, this is, they may be looking at this and they just joined their first company, and we hope for them that it's the last company that they joined. And then there's the people that have been in a few deals or more. Now, you and I have seen both types make it big and both types fail. What do you see as the pros and the cons for someone that's brand new and doesn't really know anything?
Well, I love to work with brand new people because most of them don't have any preconceived ideas. If they're willing to listen and they're willing to be trained and follow instructions, they can succeed. The biggest negative, I think, that new people have is that their dreams are stolen. They talk to people that don't have any idea about what network marketing is all about, and they steal their dreams.
Right.
The other thing is, I think, in this day and age with the computer, too many people get too many emails that say, hey, come with me, you can make $5,000 a month, right? I tell the story of a 4-year plan, and that is if we teach them to duplicate the brand new person now and explain to him that he may only be making $60 or $100 a month after the first year, but if he's truly duplicating and during that first year brings in, say, 12 people and teaches them how to duplicate and does the same thing year after year, the second year he could make $700 and so a month, third year over $8,000, in the fourth year, he could be making $100,000. So $5,000 a month after the first month probably is unrealistic.
Right.
As far as the experienced person goes, I love to work with them too. But I'm finding more and more of the experienced people are jumping from company to company because they can get a good deal and make more money someplace else. So to me, building with new people who come with you, make money, and will stay with you over a long period of time probably are better people. But both, I believe, can really, if they use a three-step process, can very easily do very well. And that is to locate people, communicate with them, and then follow up.
Right, right. Yeah, that's it really is three steps. You brought up something interesting. I know that you've had some, I know that you're one of those people that had an idea that the internet would be able to connect us with more people, sort of an old school type of work ethic, old school approach to the business, but leveraging the new technology. And certainly the internet has some really cool advantages, but it also creates some challenges. Most notably, in my experience, is an unrealistic idea of what it takes to build a large organization that's self-perpetuating. And even more, I find, Rob, is an unrealistic idea of how long it's going to take. You know, that's my opinion, but I'm interested in yours. What are your feelings?
No, I totally agree, and that's why I brought up the 4-year plan. Right. Because well, you read it, I probably get 10, 15, 20 emails a day, maybe more. You probably do too. That tell you can make $5,000 a week in a month. And, you know, and that's probably the biggest drawback that we have. The technology is great, but the bottom line is that it still is a people business. And for the brand new people, it's a training business. And the fact that we have to train them on how to duplicate and then train them on how to duplicate with the downline that they bring in. And communication is the big skill there.
Right.